Hey guys, it is Wednesday afternoon here in West Virginia, and Ethan and I are going to unbox some newer Johnny Lightning stuff for you guys. Say hi, Ethan.
Hi.
So, a couple of these pieces you've seen in our Walmart hunt video where we grabbed them about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. The other one is a 2-pack that I picked up this past weekend. So, since you guys haven't seen that one, that's the one we're going to start with. Pretty cool 2-pack we have here. It is from Royal Bobcat Pontiac GTO. This has the 66, which I think they're most noted for. Although the 69s are the ones that I remember the most. I remember the blue with the white stripe and white trim. That's the one that I recall seeing the most of, like in car magazines and at car shows and such. They're very rare, very rare pieces, kind of like Yanko, Chevrolet, Nicky, Baldwin, stuff like that, or Mr. Norms. So, very rare dealer modified cars. So, even on the package, they tell you a little bit of history. That's one thing I do like about the 2-packs from Johnny Lightning. It says, at the peak, Ace Wilson's Pontiac dealership was selling more than 1,000 Royal Bobcat conversions per year. Their best year was 1966 with the GTO. Their own sponsored race Bobcat, sponsored 1966 Bobcat GTO became as famous on the drag strip as it was in the showroom. And Royal Pontiac developed, and that's the problem. Some of the writing is under the blister, so it's hard to see. So developed and did something performance tuning packages which unleashed extra horsepower in the GTO and the Firebird of the era. By the late 60s, a special two-tone paint scheme was added to a few very special Royal Tune GTO examples for extra flash. So that must be this black and gold and then the blue and white one I was mentioning. Which one do you like the best, Ethan? The gold or the black one?
Black.
Yeah, the black one's pretty cool. So, anyways, let's flip him over, and this will also tell you about like joining Johnny Lightning's Collector Club, and tells you a little bit about the White Lightning history, and then it tells you about the other 2-packs, which there is a Baldwin Motion one with the 67 Camaro and the 69 Camaro, which they had those two. Which they're pretty cool, but the 69 didn't look anything special. It didn't have your typical Baldwin Motion striping. It just looked like a regular yellow SS Camaro, so I didn't buy it. Opted for this Royal Pontiac because it did have this unique paint schemes and such. So, let's go ahead and get him out of the package, or get them out of the package, I should say, and get a better look at them.
Look it.
Yeah. So, start with the 66, and this is tilt that back down so you don't see Ethan's basketball hoop there. So, anyways, nice livery on the side, that typical like 60s drag racing livery with her sponsorship, other co-sponsors. You got your Krager style wheels. Actually, those look more like Magnums, but I think they're supposed to be representing Kragers. The metallic gold finish is really nice. It's a little small for 164 to be a 66 because these were quite big cars. Opening hood, and it does have the tri-power. As you can see, the 3 2-barrel carbs there, which is really cool. Trying to get it to focus a little better on the engine. There you go. Nice detail on the grill. It does have those fog lights, marker lights, the GTO emblem on the driver's side of the grill. So really nice. Your vertical double headlights. Very cool. Split grill, which Pontiac is noted for, kind of like BMW. Then your hood scoop, vent windows. Everything looks really good on this car. Very nicely done, nicely detailed. As I said, just a little bit small on the scaling, but overall, not a bad piece. That's the bad thing about Johnny Lightning. They are very inconsistent with their scaling. So next one is the 69, and this one does have that unique paint job with that hood stripe, the deck lid, and even around the back window. As I said, the other one that is pretty famous is the blue with the white. Pretty cool. This has gold, like Rally 2 style Pontiac wheels on it. Nice detail on the tail lights with the backup light and everything like that. As you can see, very nice. Very cool car. Hideaway headlights, GTO emblem in the grille. And trying to see what that plate says. I just can't get zoomed in on it though. Let's move in. I don't think it has anything unique to it. I thought maybe it had some uniqueness to it, but it doesn't. Just AK7523. So thought maybe it was a vanity plate, but it's not. So that wraps it up for the two Pontiacs. So going to the single packs. First off, we have your Dart. This is your 1970 Dodge Dart Swinger 340. Pretty nice casting. I don't know if this is borrowed from Auto World. I don't think so. I think Auto World's is a little more defined in details. But your muscle facts, the 1970 Dodge Dart 340 was a popular compact muscle car. However, the Plymouth Duster 340 outsold it by nearly 11,000 units due to its $261 cheaper price tag. The Dart 340 weighed let's see, a mere 3,170 pounds, making it very spry when fitting with such a perfect engine. Jesus Christ, sorry guys, this thing with the camera trying to focus and then the small print and under the blister, a little hard to read. So anyways, going to the backside. So this will tell you the other cars that are in this set. It was your 68 Shelby, 65 Chevelle Wagon, which is the Turtle Wax one, the 86 Buick Regal T-Type, the 1977 Pontiac Firebird TA, and 1970 Dodge Dart Swinger 340, and 1970 Plymouth GTX. We have a couple more from this set to take a look at, but this also just shows you how to follow them on social media to stay informed, and also, once again, about their collector club. So let's get this guy out and take a better look at him. And this is in a light blue poly, which would be, I think, this would be like your B7 blue. What do you think about the Dart, Ethan? Nice?
Nice.
Yeah. So, I do dig this one because it does have the stillies with the dog dish, and the stillies are color coordinated to the car. Tire's coming off there. There we go. That's the one thing about the Johnny Lightnings, which is kind of nice. The wheels and tires are two-piece. The wheels are. The back is like its own hub, and then the wheel is separate and the tire separate. So you can wheel swap these very easily. I did a video on it a while back. I'll leave the link for that at the end of this video. So you guys can go check that out. So nice with this, I think it's B7 blue with the black tail stripe, black vinyl top, and the flat black hood scoops. And then you got the opening hood, which is really freely opening. Usually they're very tough to open, but this one opens very easily, almost stands vertical. So very nice detail on the tail lights. And detail with the emblems, a swinger on the quarter panel, your gas cap, door handles, all the window trim is detailed, your split grille, and detailed headlights and marker lights and such. So, very nicely done car. And now, park him there next to the Pontiacs. So, let's go ahead and do the other Mopar. What do you think about the GTX, Ethan? Yeah, GTX. So this is done in a burnt orange poly. I almost thought this was a maroon, but this is in the Plymouth 1970 Rapid transit system ad campaign targeted younger buyers. Unfortunately, the surging insurance rates often exceeded the car payment for this segment. The GTX was marketed as the gentleman's sports car. It had luxury features unavailable on the similar Roadrunner and Belvedere models at the of the day. So anyways, yeah, I guess that's the pretty much the only difference is like between your satellite, your GTX and Roadrunner is just trim and engine options. But I think the GTX and Roadrunners you could get the same engines, just the GTX had a little bit more luxury with the options they offered. And I forgot to show you guys, but these are all one of 8,788. So the backside, same thing as the Dart, so we're not going to go over it. Let's go ahead and pop this GTX out and get a look at it. Yeah. So this guy is really under scale for 1/64th. Details are nice, they're there. It does have good proportions, but it is way small for 1/64th. The Dart is pretty much spot on. As you can see, the Dart is actually bigger than the GTX, which is ridiculous because the GTX would have been not a lot bigger, but bigger than the Dart. So yeah, it looks a little ridiculous. They should have had reversed here. This should be the GTX. This should be the Dart. But the Dart seems to be pretty much spot on when setting him next to other like true to scale cars or setting him next to the Auto World one. Pretty much the same specs. This guy, however, as I said, is very, very small. You could set him next to the Greenlight 70 and it is just way too small. But for its size, they did good with the proportions. Detailed engine. You got your air grabber hood. Yeah, the engine. Yeah, it's cool, huh? You got your Mopar rally wheels with white letter tires and GTX emblem, GTX striping. The quarter scoop that was on the 70. Side marker lights, detailed tail lights at the Plymouth emblem across the rear taillight panel. And then the plate says 70 GTX. Get your backup lights there. And then, and maybe even the exhaust, I'm not sure. Can't remember. But anyways, you got your black hood stripe, your black vinyl top, all the detailed window trim, wheel opening trim and such. So very nicely detailed, just a little bit small for 1/64th. Actually, I will have to say all of these are really small for 1/64th, except for the Dart. The Dart is pretty much spot on, but the 69, 68, 69 style GTO, I was going to say was pretty close to being accurate, but it's not. It's a little bit too small, too. So it's not as bad as the GTX. And then the 66 is actually, off camera there, is the same length as the Dart, but it should be much longer than the Dart. So the reason I'm using the Dart for reference, because it is true to scale. Then the next one we have that is true to scale, actually, is our 1986 Buick Regal T-Type in some kind of like wine color called Rosewood Poly. So the 1986 Regal T-Type used the same 3.8 liter intercooled turbo V6 as the titled, as fitted into the Buick Grand National. 1986 Regal T-Type produced 235 horsepower and 330 pound-foot of torque. That was the first year they used the intercooler. In 86 is when they started putting the intercooler on the turbo V6 for the Grand National. All the ones prior to that were not intercooled. So the 86 and 87s are the most desirable. They forgot to leave that, or forgot to mention that. But I'll enlighten you guys on that. So basically, this is a Grand National just with luxury trim. Kind of like the GTX was the luxury performance satellite. So this is your luxury performance Regal. So anyways, card art's cool. It's got the Grand National on it. The back of the card, same thing. So let's just get this guy out and take a look at him.
Take a look at that.
Yeah, take a look at him. What do you think about that Buick? You like it?
Like it.
Yeah, it is pretty cool, huh? So the car looks really good in person. Sorry about the lighting once again, but you can see how it has like the metallic in it. Looks really nice. This is true to scale for the 80s G-body Buick. Beautiful detail with headlights and grille and such. So this is a very cool piece. We're trying to see what the plate says here. Let's just zoom in on the back side. So 2 quick V6. Pretty cool. And you can see it has 3.8 V6 turbo Buick across the back of the deck lid. Even the trunk lock is there. So very nicely done. The bumpers are a separate part of the casting. This is originally a Racing Champions casting before Johnny Lightning bought them back in the early 2000s. Then they went out of business. Then Auto World Round 2 picked them up and started using this casting in the Racing Champions package once again. And then they moved it back to Johnny Lightning. The Johnny Lightning original Buick casting, in my opinion, is horrendous. It's very poorly done, primitive with its proportions and wheel openings. But this one, on the other hand, is spot on. One of the nicest ones on the market. Like how they did the maroon interior, too. The kind of fit with the car. Trying to get the hood open for you guys, but it doesn't seem to be cooperating. So we'll not open it, but it does open. It does have some nice detail to it. But yeah, this is pretty nice. The wheels, on the other hand, not a big fan of these wheels, but they're not bad. As I said, if you do get tired of them, you can wheel swap it and take these wheels right off with the tire. I'll show you. See? No big deal. Whole wheel and tire just pops right off and you can swap them around. No problem. So guys, this is it for our... There we go. And see, they just pop right back on. No problem there. So let's get these back in focus here for you guys. So that is it for today's unboxing. We'll be back maybe this weekend. I want to do that thank you video that I'm way behind on for a couple people who had given me some like welcome home gifts in Diecast, and actually one that's been sitting here for about 1.5 years waiting for me to arrive back home. So anyways, we'll do that maybe later this weekend. So thanks for watching, guys, and I left this video icon here on the left for how to wheel swap the Johnny Lightnings, as I just showed you with the Buick how simple it is to pull those off. But I just went ahead and did a video on it a few months back, maybe even 1 year ago. But I left the icon here for you guys to check out. Left an icon here on the right for you to subscribe if you have not done so. Please remember to do that. And thanks for watching. Say bye, Ethan.
Bye.
Bye.